Do you want to go from playing like this to this? In this video, I'm sharing my #1 tip to get you there. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin. This is Maggie May. My wife Vicki is behind the camera.
Hello.
And I'm excited to show this quick tip that's going to make a big difference for you. So let's get started. One of the first things I noticed with new guitarists, especially in our Relax and Learn Guitar membership, which if you would like more information about that, check out the link below that Vicki will leave for you. And I noticed with folks when they're starting out is some frustration around making their chords and their strumming work together to sound like a song. And a large part of that has to do with just the coordination of the strumming and the chord changing. We're really going to focus on the strumming hand in this lesson. So we're going to be, just mute your strings, don't even care about chords right now. We're going to do a simple strum pattern to begin with. It's just 1/8 notes with down-up strums. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Nice and slow and steady. Now we are going to change between some chords in this lesson. We're going to be using a D chord, a C chord, and a G chord. So to start off with, start on this D and just do down-up strums. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to then change to the C, to the G, and back to the D. I don't know if people can kind of hear what song it is yet. Now, one thing you'll notice as you look at me is my right hand, my strumming hand, never stops moving. So at the beginning of this video, when I was kind of showing what I see a lot, is folks will just completely stop strumming with their strumming hand and then change the chord and start strumming again. And that is noticeably not playing in time or in rhythm. And that's what we want to kind of overcome. We're going to overcome this with what I call the no chord trick and really focus on changing those chords and thinking about those changes before they happen. So if we go back to this down-up strum, we're going to use the last up strum of this strum pattern to change the next chord. So we're moving from a D to a C. So I didn't stop with my nice steady strum and just start out slow, work your way up. And what I'm doing there, if I really exaggerate it, the last up strum, I'm taking all my fingers off the strings. That's why I call it the no chord. Then do the same thing from the C to the G. So use that little bit of time and practice using that last up strum of the strum pattern to change the next chord. What I also want you to do is you're changing from this D to this C. Visualize what the shape of the next chord you're going to play is. So in this case, we're moving from this D. We know our C is going to kind of span over these, first 3 frets. You want to kind of visualize that chord and what your hand's going to have to look like to make that fretted chord nice and clean. I'm kind of thinking about that change right before I do that last up strum. So when my hand comes back down, it's onto the next chord that I'm going to play. I know that moving from this C to this G, I know that I'm going to have to kind of move my hand down a little bit to the 2nd and 3rd fret. I use that last up strum to make that change to the G, and then back to the D. Nice and slow and steady. As you get a little more comfortable, you can up the tempo. And really from there, it's just about learning different strum patterns. So if you haven't guessed the Can't You See, song by Marshall Tucker Band, those are the chords. switch up the strum pattern. There you have it. Now you're going to notice my strumming hand doesn't stop that pattern. It keeps with that nice steady strum pattern. I'm also using the last up strum. The pattern's just different, but it's still one last up strum in the pattern to change to the next chord. Simple, quick, but effective. So enjoy that one. Now you're going to need some songs to practice this along with. So I've made this video for you. 3 classic rock acoustic songs that sound great, and it's a perfect way to practice this new tip or trick, whatever you want to call it. So check that out. And as always, Vicky and Maggie and I very much appreciate your support and your views here on YouTube. It really helps us out a lot, so thank you for that. And remember, you're never too old to learn.